Good day everyone. Rebel 404 is here, and in this video I would like to talk about a concept idea for a War Thunder game mode that just came up in my head. I believe that this kind of idea would be amazing, and it would perhaps even allow War Thunder to jump into some sort of experts type of game where the players could be competing to gain a higher rank and play against players who would be at the same skill level. This game mode would even allow more players to go to the professional level, just like in League of Legends or any other game like that. I came up with this idea while I was playing Star Wars Squadrons. In that game you have a 5 versus 5 players battles where you need to take out the enemy capital ships to gain victory. And I believe that this sort of game mode could be done even better in War Thunder due to the amount of already existing maps and the amount of vehicles available for each nation. To make sure that the game mode would work perfectly, players would need to choose 3 or 4 vehicles with the same battle rating where the players would need to either land on or destroy the airfields. There would be 3 airfields for each team in total, and once the first airfield would be down, the losing team would need to move back with the spawning location to indicate the progression in the game. The altitude levels would be limited to reduce the amount of campers, and camping on the spawn location would be prohibited by perhaps having a few squadrons or some sort of in the spawn location. This type of game mode could be played in air or tank realistic battles, as this kind of game mode would be heavily focused on capturing or destroying the objectives. In the tank realistic mode, we could have the tanks having to take over objectives with a longer waiting time, and after capturing a certain location the spawn points would change. To make sure that the teams would be balanced, Gaijin would need to ban certain vehicles for this game mode to make sure that we would not have any overpowered vehicles which could ruin the game. Some of the great maps for this game mode would be the Berlin, Stalingrad and Rhine due to the variety of the terrain on these maps and the fact that the players can hide behind certain objects to gain cover. For the air realistic battles, almost any map could be used which has most of the ground on each side to make sure that airfields and objectives could be placed. So for example, we could use Poland and Korea and Berlin as great examples for this mode. The reason why I wouldn't include naval vehicles into this game mode is because the players can almost start shooting at each other since the start of the game, and positioning can be fairly difficult. One of the bad things about the naval battles would be that there would be no cover for the units such as destroyers and bigger ships, and they would be out in the sea playing point-and-click simulator. Anyways, I think that it would be a good idea to add on a game mode like that so that we could have some sort of competitive side in this game instead of just the grinding side, and so that we would have something new and refreshing in this game that would stay for a long time. More players. One of the great things about this concept is that there is an opportunity that more people will come and join the game. This also means that it would be heavily economically beneficial for the company due to the fact that more players equals more money. This can also bring new ideas to monetize this game by adding on special skins or additional perks. However, I have noticed that when it comes to the skins, players prefer to buy skins in the fantasy games due to the fact that they look amazing and different. Anyways, if you had enjoyed this short TED Talk, please be so kind and perhaps subscribe to my channel. Rebel Panda signing out. Wash your hands.